Okay, so the big splash in this year's NFL playoffs was Derrick Henry, who I'm circling right here. It had a lot more to do with this offensive line and their power run blocking than it really did to do with Henry, but Henry is certainly a power running back. Top talent, has been forever. I think he gained like 4,000 yards in high school one year. I mean, the guy's always been a real talent, but he had a great offensive line to run behind this year, and it blew up in the playoffs and everybody talking about him, all this kind of stuff. But what Tennessee really does is a lot of play action, which Tony Romo in the telecast pointed out really well, and that sets this all up. It sets the power game. You can't just line up and power anymore. That hasn't existed for a long time. Everybody's too good for that. So you have to do little tricks, little schematic things, designs to open up that power, and then you can do it, especially when you have a great line like this. Now, how do you stop it? Really, there's three ways. You either scheme with the personnel, you put heavy personnel down. Now, they only have like really three big linemen right here. And not even that big. Actually, this is Passanio, which actually he isn't that big. So they only have like two big guys here. You can have some big linebackers. They have one big linebacker the Chiefs used more, Ragland, in this game, which was smart. The other way you can do it, so one way is to scheme the personnel. Another way is the schemes on the field. You can put a lot of people in the box. You can run blitz. But you can't just do that consistently or you get burned on the pass and the play action. So you have to watch that, and that happens right off the bat here early on. The third thing you have to do is take it seriously. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but accept the challenge, respect your opponent, and get ready for a fight. Make tackles, bang in there, play hard, use substitution if possible to keep guys fresh. But you have to take it. I don't think Baltimore. I think the issue we had with New England was that they weren't doing the right personnel. New England was playing, like right here, these are three linebackers. There's only four defensive backs on the field. New England was playing 5 and 6 defensive backs against this alignment. It's crazy. They did not have the right personnel. I don't know what was going on, but that's what they were doing. As far as what Baltimore's issue was, Baltimore used a heavy package of linemen, and they have the biggest team. Compared to New England and Kansas City, Baltimore has more more big guys and more strength. So they should have been fine. They just didn't take it. They were overconfident, is what I saw. I mean, they're trying to punch the ball out. I have another video on that. Just looking for a quick fix, looking to just blast the Tennessee out of the water instead of, getting ready for a fight and playing hard. So Kansas City used the right personnel, and they also took it seriously, and they were ready for a fight. Now, here we see this is the beginning of the game. Check this out. You only have two defensive tackles, a lighter defensive line end type in Passignon, and this is a light guy too. I think it's Clark or whoever. And there's I think that's Ragland. Yeah, and Ragland's so they did use a big linebacker, which is good. But these two linebackers, Hitchens and I forget the other guy's name, but they're not Wilson. They're not that big. They're on the smaller size, so that's an issue. So Kansas City doesn't show this is not much of a heavy package here, though at least it's a 4-3. At least it's not a pass defense. So, but check this out. The guy moves up here. They're getting ready. These guys are in the box. This Ragland moves up. They got a guys on the line here. They're sort of getting ready for the run. So what happens? Play action. Perfect. Look at the linemen. Look at the linebackers racing up in there. Guys wide open behind them. See? That's how you destroy that. Tennessee did this all playoffs. I mean, this was not just line up and power it. It was open up the space, then power it. So here we go again. Again, this is not a huge line. These two defensive ends are not that heavy. But you have your big linebacker in here in Ragland. You got these guys up here ready to go. They're focused on Henry. You got a I formation. This is a big, strong power formation. A tight end. So this is going to get ready. Look at this. Safety's up here getting ready. Look at this guy's. Look at him looking in the backfield. See that? And what happens? Play action. Again, the guys pull up. They did some good coverage. This time they were a little more prepared back there, but Tannehill's still able to scramble a bit and get the ball. So again, using Henry as a decoy is really working here. Okay? So now we come here. Check this out. Kansas City's like, it's 2nd and 6. They already ran Henry on the next play, and now they're getting ready. These are 4 defensive tackles and 2 defensive ends. This guy right here is a defensive end. These are the 2 defensive ends that were in there the last play. the last thing I showed you, but now they've added 2 defensive linemen. Heavy package for Tennessee. Actually, 2 tight ends. Actually, it's not much difference than the last one. You just have 2 tight ends now, but they are in shotgun. But so Kansas City right here is saying, you're not going to run on us. This is Saunders. He's a defensive tackle, lined up at defensive end. 2 heavy defensive tackles. They also added Pinnell on the during the season. They acquired him. He's a big guy. They were able to use, they got Saunders as a rookie. They put another defensive tackle out here in Xavier Williams, who's a big guy, and he was injured the last time these 2 teams played. So now you got Williams, now you got Pinnell, you got 4 across the line, and then you have 2 defensive ends, six defensive linemen. Have the linebacker here. Look at this, man on man. We're going to take a chance that you're going to go after us, but we're going to play aggressive. You're not running. So what does Tennessee do? They wisely pass, of course. And honestly, this could have been a touchdown. There was a miscommunication down there. It was a safety on a wide receiver. The wide receiver and the quarterback miscommunicated. I think obviously the wide receiver was supposed to go out like this. Actually, you can. There it is right there. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Check it out. This guy right here looks like he's setting a fake pick, and then he's racing down the field. That could have been a touchdown, though Matthew was on it, but still, we'd have no idea what that could have been a potential touchdown. But so smart play by Tennessee. Didn't even hear. Now you've got your pass down, but look at the aggression by Kansas City, showing a big blitz, bringing some sort of a blitz, and it messed them up. So this is all good stuff by KC's defense. That's how you stop Henry, and then you take your chances on the pass game, but you keep mixing. You got to mix coverages, mix blitz, and Spagnuolo did that the whole game.